Hi everyone. So we're going to produce some tables from specific instructions. So the first table we have to make is this one, and I'm just going to close this. Say new HTML, and it has 2 columns and 2 rows. So it has 2 by 2, and the width, let's see, the width should be 60%. So just make sure in exam, if you mess those two up, you'll see that it's not going to look like the one that they show you. So just make sure about that. And we have cell padding of 5, and cell spacing 5. And then we also have a border. Don't put in the border there. Don't change anything there. We're just going to put that in manually. So in there you can see our table. We can go to the code and we can just manually type in border, and I think the border was 2. No, sorry, it was 1. So we make the border 1, and I'm just going to save this as table 1 in activity 9. Table 1. And it should look like that now, and we have cell 1 to cell 4. Cell 1. I'm just going to copy the word cell. Oops. Copy. And put in cell 2 there, cell 3, and cell 4. Next, they tell us that the width of cell 1 and cell 2, should be 20%, and the width of cell 3 and cell 4 should be 20% as well. So it seems like it's going to be, oh, that's only for cell 1 and cell 3. Okay, so I click cell 1 and cell 3, I say cell properties, and I'm going to specify the width in percent as 20. And that's all we had to change here. So it's only for cell 1 and cell 3. Okay, so if I say apply, now it will look like theirs. So I can just say Control S. Just remember, for each of the tables, I still want to see the code and the web page in the end. And just remember to take out those unnecessary codes there. What else is there? Oh, and also this. There we go. So just make sure that that is what is going to show in your code. And then border width we're going to take out. Taking out the style there, because we just put it in there. Their program puts it in for us, so we don't want that. And then that's the code. So that was for table 1. Next is table 2. So table 2, let's just create a new one, new HTML. Okay, this one has 2 columns and 2 rows, so it's going to be a 2 by 2. So 2 by 2, and they specify that the width should be 50%. And we have a cell spacing and cell padding of 5. And I'm not going to change anything in the borders. I'm going to see if I can just erase that. And then we just say OK. So now this one we have to merge. So you can just select both of them and just say merge. Where is that? Modify merge cells. And in there we should say, oops, table header, and in there we should just say cell 1, cell 2, and border should be 1. So I'm just going to go in here and say border equals 1, and this is table 2. And again, we just take that out. Take that out. Also take out that there. And now we need to make this into a table header. Or, yeah, we're just going to say table header. So in the code, instead of saying table header in there for table data, we're just going to make that th and that th. Then you'll see it will bolden it and center align it for us. Next thing we need to do is, here's a width of 30%, and it seems like that's only for cell 1. So just click cell 1, cell properties, make the width in percent, and we make that 30. Say apply, and now it looks like theirs as well. And just make sure all of the unnecessary things are out there. And yeah, that was for table 2. Also, this extra style in there, also going to take that out. Now everything is fine. Awesome. Table 3. So it has 2 columns, and it seems like cell 1 has taken up 1 and 2 here, so it's going to be a 2 by 2 again. So maybe what I can do here is, I'm just going to keep it inside here, and just going to say insert to 2 by 2, 2 by 2, table border 1. So the one we will put in there. Cell padding should be 5 by 5. 5, and the width should be 50%. So just check the percentage, and we're going to put in the border right now. So I'm going to say code. I'm going to say border 1, and inside we should have cell 1 merging with the one just at the bottom of it. So I'm just going to say modify, merge cells, and I'm going to say cell 1, copy, that is cell 2, and this is cell 3, and let's see what we should make. So row span, we have that. That's everything. That's everything we had to do there. So this one I'm going to say save as. So if I say save, it's going to save over my table 2. So we can just change that 2 into a 3, and we say save. So now we have that. And for table 4, it's the last one, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and then 1, 2 columns. So I'm going to take this one out. The reason why I want to keep on editing in here is so that I don't have to remove those codes the whole time. We can also take out that meta. Okay, so what did I say? 2 columns and 4 rows. So 4 rows and 2 columns, and let's say the width is also going to be 50%. Cell padding 5, cell space 5. And the border is going to be 1. Just again, if I put in a value in there, you'll see now in the code that I put in this auto style. So again, we take that out, and we're also going to take out this style. So it just makes it unnecessary when you actually have to take this out every single time. So just taking that out. Okay, and then we're just going to say border equals 1. And then inside, we're going to have a table header. So I'm going to merge these two. Oops, modify, merge cells. Then we have to merge cell 1 into those. Modify, merge, and then cell 4 takes up the entirety of those columns. And now we just put in table header, cell 1, two, 3, 4. Okay, now you can actually go in the code and change with table header. You can just change those D's into H's, because TD is for table data and we want to make it into a table header. But you can also just click on that cell and say cell properties, and then we just say this is the header cell, and then that does that for us. Only problem with that is that we have this auto style thing again. So just for exam purposes, rather just change the TD to TH. They did that for us. So we keep the column span there, so that's the auto style that I just deleted as well. And that's that for the header. Okay, next, let's see. No, that's all. That's all we had to do there. Perfect. So in the end, we have, just make sure to save this as well. So this is going to be table 4. So for each of them, activity 9, so it's going to open all of them. So can't drag that. So for table 1, we need to have the code 1, 2, 4, and then also just open all of them for the screenshots at the end. So it's going to open all of them, and for the screenshots, just a quick reminder. So I would like to see for table 1 the code. So just say table 1, and then print screen, paste that in there, crop. Just want to see the code, and then just keep that top part there in as well. Make it nice and big so that I can read it. If you keep it like that, there's no way that I can mark it. So, and your marker in the exam, and then also just a screenshot of table 1. Oh my, I have to, table 1, there it is. You just paste that for each of your pages right there. There we go. Just make sure to make that nice and big. So you will lose marks if you don't crop your screenshots. Yeah, and you just do that for table 2, table 3, and table 4. So just continue doing that, and then this is what you're gonna submit as activity 9. Awesome. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.